Shalom! Assalamu alaikum, my friends. I wanted to say this before everybody goes off on their deep end. There is no such thing as little gray aliens or lizard people or any of this hocus fucking pocus. All it is a bunch of liars and deceivers behind it. Even if they were to show on media, remember, there's media they're going to show, not in physical. We're not going to go like you know how the Catholics got dead bodies in glass cases. And they never like open up the glass case. Let us look at these bodies. Let's see if you've stuffed it with something to keep it from deteriorating. All these different type of things. Plus, you put it in glass. Of course, it's going to be doing that. But remember, even if they try to show you a body of an alien through the media and say, look, well, we have one, here it is, here's the photo, or here's a video footage of the military with this being, it can be faked and frauded, and even worse, we have CGI, so it can even be worse. So the government always is liking technology because they can use it to manipulate and lie with it even more. Like I told everybody before, if there are things corrupt in our world or in our nation and you see crime rise up or something else happening, it's the people in positions of power and the rich who are the ones that creating it. Because if we say we don't approve of it, we don't like it, there is automatically in the minds of the human a law, you don't kill, you don't steal, you don't do this, you don't do that. If they're making things legalized or this or that, it's because they are the ones doing it. Same way, if they show you alien bodies or something else now, they didn't do it before because there wasn't the technology in order to create such false shit. Now they have the technology to create such false shit, so they'll come out and say, look here, okay, we have a body. Come on, motherfuckers. It's all programming for them to implement their false Antichrist, Dajjal, digital movement to have a one world control over people. Anyone who talks about it, like I say, you notice, even in their podcast, if they're promoting ideologies, they're the ones who are allowing the people to get famous to promote it. There are people on podcasts, I have no idea who the fuck they are, never seen them, never heard of them, but all of a sudden they have lots of followers and lots of views. And you're telling me that the algorithm has nothing to do with this? You're telling me that our own damn government is not got their hand in all of this shit that we're doing? And they're the ones promoting or making someone what it is? Come on, man. They are. Because like I told everyone, even the Christians would be flocking to what I am teaching because I even teach outside of what mainstream Constantinople teachings of their Christianity is. Anybody who would hear the video of me talking about Moses turning sticks into snakes and giving the proper interpretation, clearly that video would be skyrocketed to the 1 million views within days. Why has it not? Why has it not? Think about that. Even the title, even if I go around changing the titles of my videos to try to beat their algorithm up, you can clearly see they have suppressed. Because like I said, any Christian or any Muslim or any religious person come across that video and showing a clear proof evidence of Wajid and how pharaohs are made and voted on and so on and so forth, the crook, the killing, the murdering, and all this truths, this would be spread over fucking night. I know it myself, because if I were to have ever heard, well, I did hear it. That's why I've completely changed my whole view of what the reality of religion is. That's what God has been teaching me. So I know that if I had been completely shocked by such a thing, I also know that those out there would be completely shocked by it as well. So how come it's not promoted on algorithm? Because they're suppressing me on purpose. Because they know I have greater proof. Even scientific facts I have which I've made videos to show you, stars don't get blocked out because of the sun. I clearly showed that in that video where I turned these lights on, shut those lights on, and literally shone a fucking sun right in the camera lens. You still saw the lights in the background. I disappeared. Anything that absorbs light and stuff like that that doesn't produce of its own light, that will be blocked out. But all other lights, they don't get blocked out. So they blocked them out because it's all fake. They don't want you to see the walls behind it and with a window that's been boarded up and all this other shit. You understand, people? You can do all these things now on your own because the technology that you use would have been supreme in the days that they used it in the 60s. And you can create these experiments with just simple cell phones and see that they are full of fucking lies. So now they're going to try to pull out the alien thing. They tried the coronavirus, didn't work. Now they're going to try the alien thing to see if that won't get a mass hallucination is what they want of bullshit, of fear. They want mass hallucination of fear is what they want, everyone. Don't subscribe to that shit. It's a lie. God never told us about aliens. Jesus never mentioned aliens. We all know about the sons of God, and all sons of God, we also know, and I can give you the truths and proofs of that, are not beings as you and I think. They can take on forms. They can have forms, if God wills, whatever the form. But usually, as you notice, angels' forms are always what? Look like a man. How come everything's always looking like a man? God created only one in His image and likeness. All these others that want to look like man are frauds. You understand, people now? They've been made, manipulating. Someone's making this shit. God didn't make it. It's not here. God never spoke about that nonsense. He spoke of terrestrial bodies, which are stars, all right, and planets and moons. But no extraterrestrial bodies, no aliens are ever mentioned in the book. Nowhere in the Word of God. And you know the Word of God is complete and full. You guys understand what I'm saying? So you gotta wake up. I just want to say, there ain't no such thing as fucking aliens. Get that shit fucking out of here. All that fucking garbage shit, and they're gonna get all these damn people promoting this shit to get everybody globally in their mind fuck frame, so that they can, when they start showing the fake evidences of what they create the damn selves, people will be in shock. Like when the coronavirus puts you in shock. Can you imagine this? They make videos, the government, oh, it's a government released video. We have them, okay, then we're going to show you this. Oh my gosh, it's real. Meanwhile, they filmed it like they did the moon landing. Get the fuck out of here, people. All you got to do is realize in the 60s, they didn't even have radios technology to travel all the way to the moon, even to have radio communication. Sputnik was the first satellite. Think about the first, because in radio transmission, that's why satellites are satellites, okay, everybody? So let's say this all the way over here is the moon, and where I'm at is Earth. And if we travel all the way to the moon, we only have a certain hertz frequency of radio that signal can reach. Back in the 60s, we didn't have no radio frequency to reach all the way out there. And in order for us now to even be able to do that, that's why you have a satellite. You put the satellite up. Then you put another satellite here. Another satellite here. That way the transmission bounces. You see how that works? And comes back here. 60s we didn't have that shit. These motherfuckers are full of crap, man. Full of crap. Just go to World War II, man. And you'll see the biggest kind of technology that the military had. The radio, how far it worked. Think about it, even in the 70s, man. And in the 80s. When we had the TVs. And the signal got messed up. You had to go and adjust the rabbit ears behind it. Or put some aluminum foil on it. To even get that. Think about all these connect things. Aluminum foil. Aluminum foil hat because of aliens. All doing this at the same time period. They're trying to claim that they can go to the moon and speak to you and have video footage. Meanwhile, there was no satellites in order for you to do that. No capability to do that yet. You guys better wake the fuck up, man. Our government is very crooked. Very crooked. And the people that are in it, like, I mean, come on, like I told you before, you think military personnel, people, You think people in workforce, because they have a job, that they're special in their spirit, that they must be a good man? No. Why do you think soldiers in the Vietnam were smoking dope, doing other drugs, heroin? People, they were in Afghanistan doing this shit. I'm telling you guys. So if these are all, like, I'm just saying, everybody has glamorized the wrong fucking things. Rather than glamorizing the Most High God's image, which is the only one that is meaningful to anything, period, in His creation. Instead of glorifying and glamorizing and showing more of that and teaching children to be like that, look at all the shit that they've done. Look at all the shit you're stuck in. All the shit you're worshiping and following. It's fucking foul. And the only reason you're following any of it is because they've set up somebody who's a fucking wacko. I mean, I don't care. Like, you can go, we can go and talk to all sorts of kinds of guys that you think are cool. Like, you could name me a person that you think is cool in the music world or the movie world or anything. Right? Rich, famous guy, all this. I'll tell you about his weirdness, the weirdness to him. Male and female. Like, it's hard to explain. I just know, and I can look at people and talk to people and watch things and see things, and I know, like the jinn that make them up, because jinn are outside forces if you keep in contact with what I teach. So I can look at people and understand the things that make them who they are. And that's exactly what's happening here. They've got all of you brain fucked worshiping all these fucking idols. They even call them American Idol. They even got the idol with the word in it. I mean, seriously? And you're gonna fall for all this shit? It's all fucking programmed. Everything's programmed. Everything is programmed. Sports players? Oh, sure, you're gonna get a scholarship. You'll get a scholarship. Go play games. Get a scholarship. Go to college. Yeah. But you're not the one that they've already got the people picked. They've already got the people picked. They throw up the scholarship as if it's something that, it's to grasp hold of, and maybe I have a chance. No, they've already done it back in high school. They already did all this shit, man. So everything's programmed. Like I said before, I could take you into the inner city street balls, and there are people down there that play basketball, baseball, tennis, even tennis. I can take you in the inner cities where people play tennis. These guys are better than the professionals. They just they're not in that mind frame. Like, you have to understand, in order to be in their mind frame, you want to be a professional of anything, you're all about people wanting to know you and look at you and shit. Come on, man. I know, because like I said, I'm from the sins as well, man. So I'm aware of it all. Look at models. Why do people want to be a model? What would a model's mind frame have to be? Really? Think about that. What's their mind frame? How would it have to be? Is that a godly mind frame? Or is it a little weird? Right? You see? And it's not that those people themselves can't be a good human. It's just that look at the things they're stuck in. There's many dead man graves. Religions are one of them, but another one is being like that. And like I say, sure, you can. I'm not saying sports are bad or all any of these. I'm saying the way that we have glamorized it to make it as if these are the things for years to try. We're going to strive to be a basketball star. We're going to strive to be a football player, baseball player. This is what they've offered men. And then now, look what they've offered you women. What do women? What is your take on your life when you're growing up and you're a woman? What do they want you to be like? What have they designed it all for? It's a design. And it ain't God's design. It's somebody else's designing this of what we're in, and it's foul. It's getting so foul, like I say, that the reason that they have to change everything up into a global economy, a world government, is because what we have now, the rich keep giving you a raise, and every time you get a raise, so does all the prices of everything. And eventually that catches up in that stupidity of that banking system, and you realize, wait a minute, they're raising the price up because they don't want you to get rich. They don't want you to have anything. They want you to remain a servant. And that's why they give you the raise, appease you, then show you a new movie come out, or this or else, something else to blind you up. And then you go to the store and you see milk is now, like I say, you make $100 an hour, minimum wage. Man, $100 an hour? Shit! But milk is $50. And everybody, when that reaches to that point, you understand that people look at this begging, they'll understand that this is dumb. They'll clearly realize that every time they get a raise, these people are raised, and they finally wake up to that, and something will give. So they don't even want to go to that. So right now they have to change it all up. They got to change it all up. Even how we go shopping, they want to change. They want to put you in the computer. They want to control everything because they don't want you having an opinion about shit. Oh, I can't go to the supermarket to complain that they don't have a handicap rail because there's no stores anyway to go to for handicap. You get everything ordered online. We don't need to hear an opinion from you, is what they say. They don't want an opinion. They want you to do the labor or the war and just obey what they tell you and be happy with what they give you. So there ain't no fucking aliens. Shut the fuck up, United States of American government. You fool jack-off liars. Shut your damn mouths. Soldiers, if you're coming out talking that there's aliens, you're a fucking crackhead, pothead, smoking jerk-off your damn self. And I dare you to say otherwise, punk. I'm a real American hero, not you faggot-ass fucks. Goofy-ass motherfuckers with your goofy shit. Never forget that. Because I clearly understand your mind frame, motherfuckers. That's all I like to do is find out what's this motherfucker about. I don't give a fuck how big you are, or how little you are, or what race you are, or anything. I'll figure you out of why you're coming out lying like this in such manners of not telling the truth, speaking godly things rather than evil, wicked lies. Clearly you see this. Like I say, it doesn't matter what they do or who it is. They promote the liar. They make the liar the liar. They give it to you to be a liar. It doesn't matter what their status is in life. They create that status as well to where you think, oh, if it's a doctor, he must be a right man. Oh, he's a lawyer? Oh, well, he must know about the law. He'd never lie. He's a lawyer. He never knew. Oh, he's a policeman. Oh, a policeman always uphold the law. They would never break the law. Oh, he's a military soldier. Oh, he's always about the Constitution. He would never do foul thing while he was wearing that uniform. Hell no. Clearly, you see, that's a fucking lie. Because that's the thing that I was trying to tell people. They created the status. They created the names and terminologies of where you were going to go and work and do. Then they gave you your pay grade. Think about the word I just said, pay grade. Where else do they use that? Pay grade. What's your pay grade? You an E1 and E8? Are you a crew member or a crew leader? What's your pay grade? They've taken that military kind of mentality and they've labeled it all down into the economy. Unequal, unequitable. And the rich are the only ones that profit. And they make the law and they power. You understand? It's fucking goofy. It's all fucking goofy, to be honest. So I'm sick of all living in the world like we live in today. Sick of it. Go back in the days when I was growing up, like I grew up, late 70s, early 80s. It was much different than right now. And that was a short time ago, to be honest. Like just one lifespan ago, it was very, very different and a lot better for children. Lots of things to do. And we were getting into technology, using technology, but we used it in a fun manner. Now they're using technology to use it against you. So they can foul and dirty shit all up. It's crazy. Fucked up people, man. That's why I say technology isn't bad. It's how they're using the shit and what they're doing. Because you're the maker of something. You're the creator. You know what it's supposed to fucking do and why you made it, what it's for. It's why you're making something for something foul. Asshole. You're just an asshole. You see? And people get mad at me and they'll say things about me. Here's something I have to say. Man, you know how I say I'm chosen by God to teach God's word, preach God's word. Man, that means what? I'm going to have to clean myself up. I'm going to have to clean my attitude. I'm going to have to stop cussing. I'm going to have to... I guess, I don't know, because you got to make it presentable, and I understand that. I very much so understand. You have to be very presentable. You can't come out and cuss like a wild man like I do and expect people to believe that God has touched you. I'm well aware of that. But I'm also well aware that Moses beat a man to death, and I'm pretty sure that throughout his period while he walked with God, he changed into a better man. And likewise, I believe I will as well. Give it some time, man. All this just started for me. But there ain't no aliens. Shut up. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum.